Hi, my name is Chris Ryan. Welcome to the Forest of Arden. Today we're talking about the downswing. We're talking about a lateral slide. If you feel you've got too much slide in your downswing, we're going to explore a few ideas on what you can do and what you can feel, which is hopefully going to get you to rotate better, stabilise the club face more, and ultimately hit some better shots out on the golf course. So hello and welcome back to your Friday. This is where you can get involved, have your say, and help me with the content for these videos. Today I'm answering a question to Birdie Barbarousa via Instagram, who is asking all about the downswing and how he can stop his lateral slide, which he feels is giving him inconsistent shots. So if you would like to get involved, have your question, your topic answered, you can let me know in the comments box down below. It could be something you're struggling with in your golf swing. It could be something that you're maybe just having a discussion with your friends out on the golf course and maybe some conflicting views. You can also use Instagram, Facebook or Twitter. Get in touch with me however you want and hopefully we can do a video for you. So as I said, we are answering a question via Instagram all about the downswing, and the message was really alluding to the fact that this golfer felt that they were starting the downswing very much with a lateral slide towards the target and they weren't rotating the body as well as they would like. Now, we're going to generalize here, but we tend to see this movement happening from, as a pattern, the slightly better golfers. So the golfers out there who are, maybe slightly lower in handicaps. What do we tend to find happens? Well, we often tend to see from these golfers that the club can come very much from the inside of the golf ball. So the club path often gets very much out to the right-hand side. This movement will often stall the rotation. That can result in the golfer having to sort of use too much forearm rotation through impact. We get a lot of club face rotation, and these golfers, very often struggle with push shots, they struggle with hook shots, and they struggle with even delivering the club efficiently to the golf ball because it's quite difficult to achieve the correct angle of attack from this body position. This is certainly something we would like to do. So we're going to really look at two things. We're going to give you an idea of what you can do in order to feel where your body needs to be. And then we're going to use an alignment stick, which I've got behind me, just to give you some reference points that you can do in practice. So I want you to think about, as a rough guide, the downswing when the lead arm is about level with the ground. So you can see that position here. And we're going to start to get you to think about where your body is positioned and what you could do from that position. This will all make sense, hopefully. So, I want you to take a setup, okay? And if I said to you, without a golf club, I want you to just jump into the air. So just jump as high as you can. What you would do is you would go down with your knees and you would jump straight up. Now, if you suddenly have changed your body position in any direction, sort of this or this, that would make jumping a lot more difficult, because I feel from here, if I was to jump, I feel that that's going to be more difficult. I almost feel that when I jump, I'm going to sort of push myself towards the target. So here's what I want you to think. When you make your backswing, so you're going to go all the way up to the top and hold it. When you get your lead arm parallel with the ground, you need to be in a position where you could jump. So as I start down, I'm in this position. I now feel very much like I'm in that jumping position. I feel like I could jump vertically upwards into the air. If we make that sliding movement, and I'd move the club out that way, I don't feel the same. For me, I feel very, very different in my body. My right side is far too low. I feel like any pressure into the ground would be through my left side, and that would force me back away from the target. That's a very, very different feeling for me. So very, very simply, what we can do is we can just make some movements all the way to the top and find a position where I feel like I could jump vertically up. This is going to ensure that I've got my pelvis about level. I don't want my right hip to be way, way lower than my left hip. My pelvis is about level. My upper body feels like it's stacked above my lower body. This is the feeling we want in the golf swing. We could do that without a golf club. Just place it across the shoulders, make some movements back, and then as I start down, find that position where I feel like I could jump. That, hopefully, is going to feel very different to something more like this, where, as I say, my right side here is significantly lower than my left. I'm not able to rotate as well from here. This is going to mean down at impact, we're going to get some very, very different kind of contacts and ball flights. Take an alignment stick. We're going to place this into the ground. And then what you'll notice is that when I set myself up, I've got a little bit of room between my lead thigh and the alignment stick. Now, here's what we're going to do from here. We're going to do the same movement. So we're going to go up to the top. We're going to get that feeling of rotating and finding that jumping position. But notice how I haven't moved hugely towards that alignment stick, possibly a little bit. From here, I now need to feel that my belt buckle rotates onto the alignment stick as I deliver the golf club. So from here, I'm going to rotate through, belt buckle is now going to push onto the alignment stick. That will be very different to the golfer who feels like they collide with that very early. And yes, the belt buckle may well end up against the alignment stick, but the contact with that was too early. So absolutely, go ahead and hit some golf balls this way. Take your starting position, backswing, find that nice jumping position, and then from there, just rotate the belt onto the alignment stick. Now, clearly that was a very, very poor strike. I topped that golf ball. But when I'm doing these little exercises, really the flight, the strike, the direction isn't my primary concern. My primary concern at this stage is to understand and get my head around how I'm trying to move my body through the golf swing. Once I feel like I've grasped that, I can start to blend that movement together. And when I'm starting to blend that movement together, we then may be paying a little bit more attention to what the ball is actually doing, the curve, the strike, the trajectory, all that kind of stuff. So hopefully that helps you with your lateral slide in the downswing. Tends to, I say affect often the better players, but any golfer can sort of suffer with this. Let's feel like we get into that jumping position. From there, we're going to rotate the belt out towards the target. That's going to ensure that you finish with your weight on your left side. So thank you very much for watching, and thanks for watching your Friday. Make sure you get involved with your comments down below, and hopefully I can do a video to help you. Usual stuff is also down there. There's a like button as well, and also a link to subscribe to my channel if you're not a subscriber. Click that link, it'll just mean you get a notification each time a video is uploaded, which is on a Monday, a Wednesday, and a Friday. Thank you again for watching. We'll see you again soon.